What's up, guys? Sob Squad here. Today we're going to do a quick little, I guess it would be a year ownership with this. So this is my 2022 GTI, and we're going to do a quick little review on it. First, I'll show you some of my mods. Pop this real quick. So I got a few things. Hood strut, that's not factory, funny enough. Unitronic carb fiber intake box, Nuespeed strut tower brace, Unitronic 3-inch catted, race catted downpipe, amongst some other fun bits in here. Alright, so getting on to my year of ownership in the GTI. First, we'll start off with the just daily driver sort of features, and what I've noticed over the year of owning this car is that acceleration is fun. So the car is pretty quick. That is a nice fun feature. This also, you have to take note, this is modified. This is not stock. Stock ones are still pretty zippy, not quite like this. This is pretty fast. But basic general daily driver things with this car that I've noticed. The seats and the interior, very comfortable. I could drive for hours in this. I've driven all across the greater New York, upstate area for hours at a time, and it's such a breeze. It's a very comfy car. Seats are heated and cooled. So this is I should specify, this is a 2022 Volkswagen GTI SE. So I have heated seats, ventilated seats, and another nice thing, especially for the winter time right now, is the heated steering wheel. Cold mornings like this, the heated steering wheel is really a big game changer. It is so nice. My S7 had it before this. I didn't have it in the A8, and I really missed the heated steering wheel. It's so refreshing to have this. I found like I have a good amount of space with this car on the inside. Can't really fit my skis in it, unfortunately. That's a bit one of my gripes with it. So obviously it is a compact car, not necessarily that market, it's a hatchback. But if you wanted to fit skis or something, you'd have to get a roof rack or a roof box to accommodate larger items like that. However, if you fold the rear seats down, there is plenty of space. Now on to my list of cons here. It's really just pretty small. It just has to do with the infotainment screen here. Some of the controls for the AC and everything are done through this little clump of buttons here. So there's no dedicated buttons. There are like adjustments here where you can mess with your heat and cooling. Like you can change your temperature settings, but if you want to get into specifics, you have to go into this climate menu. So doing this while driving and it being bumpy and whatnot sometimes can be a bit annoying. But really, besides that and it lagging every once in a while, nothing super crazy. Now on to what I've done to this car, or I should say what is done to this car. I got this. This was traded into the dealership I work at, and I was able to pick it up as is for a pretty good price. I would say a very good price. I got it with 16,000 miles on it last year, and I just crossed over 24,000 yesterday. And I've had no issues whatsoever, just doing basic maintenance oil changes. Oh wow, there's a lot of ice fishing going on out there. Yeah, so this is Saratoga Lake. This is one of my favorite roads to drive around here. It is very pretty. But anyway, the modifications, I'm running on tangents. So basic ones, it's a Unitronic Stage 2 tune. So basically what that means, it's a little over 400 horsepower, 400 to 450 foot-pounds of torque. I don't know the exact specifics, I have to look it up again. but that's paired with a Unitronic 3-inch race-catted downpipe and the Unitronic carbon fiber intake box and intake piping, all that good jazz. It's also got a Nuespeed Strut tower brace, H&R Springs, and a Miltech race exhaust. I'm sorry, an AWE track exhaust. So it does get pretty droney up at higher speeds, and if you're holding out gears, but nothing super crazy. Especially if you're playing music. Like, I'm really never driving this car without music, except for you guys, just because, you know, copyright claims. I don't want to deal with all that nonsense. And then also P3 digital gauge. I just have this set for boost pressure right now. And then the beautiful Black Force Industries short shifter. So this is a heavyweight shifter. It's nice leather, nice stainless steel. It's a very nice piece. And the blue matches the paint and the stitching. It's just mwah, chef's kiss. Now, what is driving this car like? If just throw it in sport mode, it makes all of the sounds you want. It's very, and mind you, I'm on summer tire or winter tires right now. It's glued. This car handles amazingly. It has stupid amounts of power just at your disposal. The torque hits almost immediately. And yeah, it's not a burble tune with the Unitronic here. It's just more of just like gunshots every once in a while. But yeah, breakdown pricing. Another thing is, as you can see here, just around town like this, I'm getting 26, 25, 27 MPG. If I were to go onto the highway and do a longer drive, I usually see in the low 30s to like 35 MPG. So it's actually very good on gas, even with this crazy tune on it with 400 horsepower. I still see good numbers. Visibility, so this has the IQ light package. So you get the cool DRL beam across the center. You get the cool, I don't know if the fog lights are included in that, but I mean, it has them, they look cool. I'm a scumbag, I always just drive with them on just because I think it looks better. But yeah, car is very fun. It's a great daily. Would I buy one new for $40,000? Probably not. I got this for a really good deal. Sub $25,000, I'll just put it that way. So that's the reason I did that. New with all of these mods. This car, the previous owner spent over $50,000 on this car, which is insane. For $50,000, like, you could get a lot of car. You can get a lot of car. Or you could just get a cheap daily and a crazy track car, you know, or a crazy fun project car. But the GTI really is a do-everything machine. Sure, it is front-wheel drive, but if you're doing, like, if you're just, you know, halfway intelligent human being in the Northeast here, or anywhere that it snows, you just throw a set of actual snow tires on this and you're fine. Like that guy, he's chilling, he's got a Subaru, whatever. I got a GTI with snows, I'm having a lot more fun than that guy. And maintenance cost is super cheap. Like, I did an oil change on this, so it takes 0-20. I just use Mobil 1 0-20 full synthetic with factory oil filter. And it cost me, I want to say $40 for an oil change, and it was very easy. And that $40 was also with a brand new drain plug and a drain plug crush washer. You don't have to change the drain plug or the crush washer. I'm just extra, and with what I do for work, I'm just so used to billing out everything for maintenances, so I'm just like, why not? Extra peace of mind, you know? But if you're in the market for one of these cars and you can find them for a good price, it is 100% worth it. Very fun car, reliable. It's still the 2-liter 4-cylinder that Volkswagen has been using for ages. This is obviously their most modern rendition of it. And I heard people complain about it being, oh, it's just a Mark 7 with a body kit on it, or it's just a stylized Mark 7. Yeah, I mean, kind of, but at the same time, you know, that market has been around for so long for all these parts that I feel like Volkswagen Audi Group has really gotten the 2-liters to a point where they're just a very stout, reliable power plant. And yeah, I'm just yapping. I gotta stop using the word yapping. Oh, also, quick little interjection. You can completely change your gauge cluster with this little view button. You can change the way it all looks, which is pretty fun. I do like the digital dash. This is cool too. I remember first seeing this on Audis back in the day, the full navigation screen built into the dash. But that's cool. I'm doxing myself. I already told you I'm on Saratoga Lake, but you also just appreciate how pretty this looks. Frozen over a lake, with people walking on it. That's so cool. Only thing I would really do different with this, obviously I didn't build it, is the exhaust being the AWE track. In hindsight, or not even in hindsight, I would prefer an AWE Touring. Don't get me wrong, the loud pops and bangs sound cool, they're very fun, but driving this car every day sometimes can be a bit annoying, especially with the drone at higher RPMs. Like if I'm on the highway and I'm chilling out getting somewhere, it's gonna be sitting at like 3,000 RPM for 75, 80 miles an hour, and it can drone a little bit. But besides that, I mean, man, what a fun car. I want to try taking this to the track. I feel like it would do exceptionally well. It handles like a go-kart. I know that's like a very stereotypical thing to say, but it's true. It handles incredibly well. The power kicks on super low, and it stops great. The brakes I don't think are upgraded, but they're good. They're Brembo. Now, another thing I just thought of, for the money to get your Golf GTI, if you were to get one new, 40 grand, so that's the price of the GTI SE. Manual transmission, no longer available, so 6-speed manual, you might have to go used. You probably have to go used. I don't think you can get these anymore. But let's say, hypothetically, you throw $40,000 for a new GTI, and then $10,000 to get it to the point where it's at like this: wheels, tires, exhaust, tune, suspension. You're at Golf R money at this point. So this is the same amount you would spend on a Golf R, which would be all-wheel drive, still the 2-liter this year, still the 2-liter, it's the bigger turbo. So this also, I should mention, this does have the sport package, so it does have the limited slip diff. So it won't do one-wheel peels, it'll adapt and, you know, do all the LSD stuff. I honestly think you're better off going down this route. I might be a little bit biased here, but I think the GTI looks more handsome than the Golf R does. The front end, you lose the fog lights on the Golf R, which is insane. And then besides that, what else do you get with the Golf R? The wing? Okay, big whoop. The seats are a little bit different in the R. They got the blue stitching, and you get carbon, but we all know that's not real. Let's not kid. Yeah, let's roll into it a little bit here. Yeah, it's ridiculous. so this is tuned on 93 stage 2. Very fun. I gotta... it's very hard to not do that all the time. Then I was spinning there. I had some traction light pop up. This obviously is on the winter, so it's not going to grip like it does on my summers. In the summer, I run the Continental Extreme Contact O2s. I find those to be a good balance of price to performance, mainly. I'm not trying to throw some crazy Sport Cup 2s on this fucking thing. It is my daily after all. I still want some good, you know, all-weather, in quotes, performance. I don't want all seasons because there's summers. I want this to look like a fun sports car in the summer. But being here in upstate New York, you never know when the fuck it's gonna rain, and it rains most days. So good wet performance is big. Just around town now, just in daily driver mode. We'll throw it back into comfort mode here. Quiet the car up a little bit. Clutch is super light. Engagement point is very forgiving. It also has like a hill start assist, which made me stall the car a lot when I first got this, because my Saab, I'm not used to any of these assists or anything like that. But yeah. I would say if you're in the market for a new car, you're upgrading from something older like I was with my A8, this is a great swap. But if you're, let's say you're in a Mark 7 GTI, right? And you're thinking to yourself, oh, do I make the swap to a Mark 8? I would say hold off. You're not really gonna see much improvement unless you're really keen on the styling. I think this is a really good looking car. But besides that, like I've said before, it's pretty similar to a Mark 7. It's a little more powerful, you know, but nothing super major. But I can't tell you though how fun this car is for it being a daily, especially a 400 horsepower plus little Econobox daily rice rocket. That's not a rice rocket, actually. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this little 1-year ownership review of my GTI. I'll be doing some more videos in this. You already seen me record a couple in here, but more stuff to come. And you know, someone that's interested in getting one of these new GTIs or modifying it, you know, give this a share. Send it to them, let them know. Or just anyone that you know that is into Volkswagens. I feel like not a lot of people are modifying these, or I haven't really seen a lot. Especially the manual ones. I feel like the DSGs are like everywhere now. Considering they cut the manual for this for 24, 25. The same thing with the GLI. That thing's losing its manual soon enough too. The R's you can't even get in the manual anymore. Those are already gone. Those were gone like a year or two ago. But yeah, anyway, that's, oh, is that a fucking A8? Yes, brother. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, that's enough from me. I'll see you in the next one. Remember to like the video, subscribe if you like, and I will see you